Hope it's recording. So, yes, expectation to you, it's for all our educational meeting, and I think my general expectation also. Always remember that you're only one responsible for your own experience. Here in ISEC, on this position as UVPTM, and so on and so on, and I'm here only to help you to provide necessary knowledge and so on. So it's a call for you to be proactive, to be solution oriented, and not don't wait that I always will give you something. If you need something, ask me, or we will create it together, or if you create something by yourself, share it to the whole commission, and so on and so on. And what will be your expectation for this meeting exactly, when we will talk about profile, about talent planning, and about timeline of admission? Tell if you have something specific about what we also should discuss, or we will start. If you don't have anything, just tell it, Elsa. Okay, you're thinking. You don't have anything to say, and we can go next, or what? Yes, because I'm also waiting for it. Hmm. Yeah, one more expectation. Please talk with me, because like I expect it sometimes when I ask questions, so it will be really nice. Okay, if no one have any expectations, so let's go with the flow, and then if we will something will appear at the end, we can discuss about it. So, what we will have? We'll start with members profile. I will just briefly remind you what we created and changed on Connect. Also, like about the competence, I try to put it in one place, so you will have both pictures. Then I will explain you common admission timeline. Then we will move to talent planning. I will explain how to do it properly. Then you will do it by your LC, like at least people who present right now. Um, and then, because we understand right now how much people you need to have, how much sign-ups, and the rest of stage you need to have, and with it you will plan admission timeline for your LC if you already have. For example, I know that Civil already did it. You can just edit it with number of, like, according like some changes if you have it. And at the end we will have next steps and checkout. So let's move next. Profile. This is the picture of a potential member. I hope you can read, so you can read it by yourself. Just one more time, remind you how member can look like. This is general explanation. Something can be different, but put the most attention on the competences, on the values, because this is the key thing, how we will select people. And also the reasons to join and reasons to spend time, because it how you can, what you can use for selling. And about selling, we will talk more on promotion chat. And the most important things is competence model. So I put everything on one slide for you, like, to have it more useful. One more time, what does it mean competence? Competence includes three levels: attitude, theory, and skill. And this is how we measure all of competences. So common one, as a skill, we need to have social responsibility; as theory, striving for excellence; and as attitude, committed. For OGV, as theory, worry about world issues; and as attitude, communication and B2C sales. Also, these people need to have time for offline activities, want to develop public speaking, and also connected with communication and B2C sales. And B from market. What does it mean? If you're based on like if you have like different universities and you have different teams in these universities, so people in OGB need to be from this university, and it will be much easier for them to work together and to manage their time and to manage their work. For OGT, everything on attitude level, process oriented, and social media marketing. And for OG, B2C sales also, but on the level of theory, because we need more experienced people, and fast acting as attitude. I removed from OGT and OG responsibility. Why? Because we already have one in common, so we don't need to put it one more time here. And for marketing, marketing will be people in OGX teams to boost attraction for exchanges. And they need to be proactivity, creativity, and analytics on attitude level. Do you have any questions for competence model? Everything is clear right now in it for you. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or something is not clear, please tell it right now. You have opportunity to change something. If not, say not and we will go next. Amazing, it's so easy. Just to say no. If not. Okay, and we move into more practical part. So, this is admission timeline. People who already check admission tool, you already know it. In outputs, you will have links, so you can just click on picture and you will go directly to the tool. So, what we have? First, we have promotion preparation. Mainly, it's like this week because we need to start promotion on next week. Like we will start it nationally. Then we have promotion till the second week of February. So it will be promotion online from national level, mainly in Instagram and Facebook. I already read the application of Ceci on amazing position for person who will help me with it. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll have interview, and on the next week you will know. On this week you will know your amazing NST. Yes, we'll have promotion online, so you can, when you will do a timeline for your LC, you also need to understand where will be more focus on online promotion, because for example you don't have opportunity to make offline, and when it will be more focused on offline promotion because you have more opportunity to make offline things. And also you need to define the peak, like where you expect to have most amount of sign-ups, because of activities you can do or because of activities you will do on this week, to understand on what week you will put the most focus and you will get the biggest amount of sign-ups. And I advise you not to put it on the last weeks, because it doesn't make sense. You will not able to select all these huge amount of people. So then go in selection. One more time. First, after signups, we have assessment center, and then we have interview. So make 1 week to select all signups and arrange assessment centers. I really give you huge advice to arrange it beforehand, based on like you already know which days can be free for people. You can arrange few days for people to choose, but already have in mind when it will happen in your LC. And also to have time for interviews. And here you need to understand also whom you will involve in all of it, and understand, for example, when it will be OGX Summit, you will not have OGX people probably in your LC, not all of them. So probably here is not a good idea to put assessment center, because no one can help you with assess candidates. Yes, and yes, we have promotion, we have selection, but also we need to organize amazing league. So here you need to understand first who will be responsible for logistic part, like as OC team on the conference. It can be just one person on local level, for you not worry about venue, about breaks, about techniques, and so on and so on, and focus more about agenda preparation, about on the content preparation, and working with the fuzzy team. For this part, we will have one more call at the end of next week. And also one important part, we need to elect team leaders. We need to elect them from LC the latest the end of January. If right now you don't have any capacity to elect team leaders from the LC, it can happen for sure. You can elect them until the league. Why? Because after league we start onboarding, and then people need to start perform, and there will be no any time to elect these people. And how you can be sure that these people whom you will elect will be ready to be team leaders? For people from the LC, you have this team leader induction. We will discuss about it also at the end of the next week. And for fresh people who just join the organization, you also need to have induction before league. So you will be sure that these people understand what they will do, how they will do it, what does it mean to be team leader, and so on and so on. Yes, and as a context, we have 2 weeks of visits. I think on 21st, 27th also can be visiting some else's. Then at the end of January we have OGX Summit. So put a lot of attention here, because not so much people can help you with promotion on this week. The latest date when you can have a leak, it's 16th, 17th of February. With LCs who can't, it's no way to have it on this date, only later. I will talk personally, we'll have one-to-one, so we will understand how we can do it, or how we will manage the rest of process for you not to fuck up so much with performing, because this is really, really, really crucial. And also, yeah, I think for admission this is all. Do you have any questions for timeline? Amazing. We can go next. So, why you can sit and right now start to this amazing timeline? Because it's better first to set the goal, and you need different time for promotion and for selection when you if you need 10 people or 100 people. So based on this difference, you need it will help you to understand how much time you will spend for each of this process. So how it will happen? First, we need to understand how much people we need to allocate at the end. How it's happened. You have number of exchanges per product which you want to do. Then you need to understand, okay, based on my previous experience, how much approved each member did. Because if it's 3 or 1, it's also a big difference. And this part, how many people you need, counting automatically. For example, if you need to do 10 exchanges and one member in your LC in the history did only 1 maximum, so you need to have 10 people. Or you need to understand, okay, if you don't need to have 10 people for 10 approved, you want to have less, for example 5, so you understand that you need to increase the level of performance of members from 1 to 2, and also put it in your plan that this is on what you need to start working from onboarding, because if you don't do anything with it, nothing will change, everything will be the same. So here we understand number of people, how much people we need to make this amount of exchanges happen, and it's not enough. Then we need to understand our retention rate from summer. Summer 2017. So here you put the percentage of retention rate which you had. This is important, which you had. If this retention rate also was really, really, really bad, for example 30%, and you understand that you should increase it at least till 50%, or you should have huge amount of people, you put here 50%, but you also keep in mind that, okay, I also need to do something to increase this retention rate from 30% to 50%. And if I will not influence on it somehow, nothing will change and I will have same retention rate. And if here you will not include these moments, you will fuck up with number of people at the end, and you will you will have not enough people to achieve your goals. Yes, and here counting automatically with the retention rate how much people you need to allocate, because and in admission goal we put number of people whom we need to allocate, and for sure it's a bit more than we need to our goals happen. Because why? Because people leave. Usually it's happened, it's true. It always was like this, and we only thing we can do, we can try to keep these people inside the organization, develop them inside the organization, but also we can jump from 30% of retention rate to 100% of retention rate, and we exactly need to understand how to work on it. Do you understand how to work with this table? Yes? No? Please tell something. Amazing, and you can start do it. And okay, come back to record. So what we need to do next? We understand the final number of people. Then we go into this table. It's not so difficult. You need to fill just one little thing here. Okay, maybe few. As it written, you need to fill a number of people only here. And then like when you put number of people, everything will count in automatically how much people you need to have on each stages according your conversion rate. If you need to change your conversion rate, because probably you need to change it, you go in directly to the formulas and you are changing it. How you are changing conversion rate? You have this table. I will send it also in the group. Here you can see how much previous time people plan and what they had at the end. Especially put more attention on conversion rate from form, like from sign up till assessment center, because here people drop, as you see, most of else's dropped the most. And you also need to take it in consideration, because if you will plan this wrong, you will not you will not have enough sign-ups to have this amount of people, and you will not have enough people, or you will how to say it, make selection less, and to recruit like maybe people not you really want to recruit. So it's also influence on quality of recruitment. Yes, and then as soon as you know these numbers, you go into this amazing tool, the same to LC planning. You have it here. We can take Zaragoza as example. Okay, 13 people. Based on previous admission, which conversion rate you have from sign up till assessment center? Zaragoza, 58%. And we put here in the formula. You also have comments on each stages. So here we need to put 58, and you see everything changing immediately. Okay. Then from selected form till assessment center, we have 52. And we go in here, we put it 52. Then we go in to assessment center till the interview, 55. Here 55. The next one, 83, from interview till people on leak. 83. And then the last one, from people on leak till allocated people, 100%. Amazing conversion. Hope it will be like this always. Put here 100%. Something went wrong. Yeah, I understand why. Okay, so, and now, like, if we need to have 13 people in Zaragoza allocated, we need to have 94 signups. And here you need to think, is it real for your LC or not? Else I can send you the result of previous admission, and you can see, okay, how much signups I had previous time. And you can also compare, is it real to have more, or like you need just a bit to increase, or you need to increase a lot, and based on it also base your decision. For example, in Zaragoza previous time we had 36, so almost we need to increase like 3 times here. Mario, do you hear me? I hope yes. Is it real to have 94 sign-ups in Zaragoza for admission? So, if we are not sure that this number can happen, or like on each of stages, we need to work on conversion rate. How we are doing it? Okay, here we need to increase from 58% from sign-up to selected sign-ups. What does it mean? Our sign-ups need to be more better for us to select it. So we need to use only target auditory. We need to set right expectation for people, and so on and so on. And also we are not increasing here for like from 50% to 100%, because it usually never happen. So we can increase here a bit, for example, till 70%. Okay, it's still a lot. Okay, let's keep it like this for now. You have another worse conversion rate. So, and here we put in the comment that we need to increase conversion rate from sign up to selected sign up. Okay, we also can increase this conversion rate. What does it mean? This is selected sign up to assessment center. So from people who we selected by sign up, we need to bring all of them to us, like the most of them, to assessment center. And here you need to talk with your predecessor or with person who did admission before you, and understand why you had this not good conversion and how exactly you need to improve it. Maybe you didn't contact people, like really push them to go to assessment center, so you need to do this. Or maybe previous time it was really not comfortable dates for admission for assessment center, so you maybe need to speak with candidates and make it more flexible, and so on and so on. And also let's increase this from like also till 70. Okay, now it's 58. Mario, is it possible to have 58 sign-ups for admission? Like we need to be so optimistic, or we need to have much more sign-ups? Were you not so optimistic? Where? Which of conversion which we improved? And mm-hmm. So maybe we can put here like this. So we have 63. We can do it. And here you can see final conversion rate from sign up till allocated person. And it's normal. It's absolutely normal to have it around 20%. It's usually like this. You need to worry if it's much more less or if it's much more higher, because in first case you really need to do something with your conversion rate between stages, and with the customer flow of the candidates. And if it's much higher, you should challenge yourself and be more realistic with I will have this conversion rate, or just to put a bit more risk management. Okay, do you have any questions how to work with this table? No, no, no. Okay, so where is my amazing continue recording? So, and the last thing, why it's not working? The last thing, yes, not, yes. And now you're able to do plan for your LC. Also, all links in the PDF, so you will able to open everything if you don't have. Um, you have this amazing page. People who worked on admission previous time already know it. I just changed like this and something. So how it's working? Here you have how much you need per each stage. So you need this amount of sign-ups, this amount of selected sign-up, this amount people on assessment center, like past assessment center, this amount of people past interview, this amount of people on the league, and so on. So here first, you need to understand like which timeline you have, because you have different timeline in university. I know it. So try to understand like where you will do promotion, which kind of promotion, when it will be online, when it will be offline. Also team leaders elections, like how much you will select from LC, how much you need to select out of LC, and also put it like here that it will be like from fresh people. Um, for league you can make it like this. We will work on it a bit later, but mainly to feel these parts. And also probably you know dates of your visit. If you don't know, push your LCP to know, because it also can influence, because you can use your code in promotion or in something else. So make this timeline, and then based on your numbers and based on your timeline you need to put, okay, signups, how much signups I need to have each of the like each week. For now you can put it like more or less randomly, what we'll do on chat with promotion, but you already can start doing it. It's to put initiative, how you like, which final result you wait from this initiative, and when you will do it. Like here you can find the examples. Please not leave it like this, fill it for your LC, to understand if you have here goal 32 signups, how exactly these 32 signups will come. Because if you will put just goal without any understanding from where it will come, nothing will happen, because you don't know you don't understand what exactly you need to do to achieve this goal. Is it clear? Do you have any questions for this page? Please? No. Thank you. We will learn slowly, but we will. Um, Amazing. So, because of time, sorry, in Russia it's already 11. I have 2 times difference still. Um, it will be your home task. And uh, till the next chat, it's already tomorrow. We start, I don't remember in which time. I need to check. 1 second. Tomorrow we are starting at 5:30 Spanish time. And we will have promotion, selection, and allocation um, together. And before the common meeting, before promotion and selection and allocation, people who didn't participate on conference on elect part and who yes who was not on the conference, we will have 30 minutes of TM introduction for you to understand that it's not on the admission, what else TM are doing, what we will do after admission, and so on and so on. Yes, next meeting tomorrow 5:30. I really advise you to do this table before this meeting, or for people who watch this video before you start watching the next video. Yes, and we will have TM summit, uh, not actually this weekend. So it will be last week of February. It's 2nd and 3rd of March already. I will also make some questionnaire for you later to understand how also all admission process will go. But here, like from the conference and from these webinars, I am giving to you education mostly about admission, because if I will give you everything right now, it will be really, really overwhelming for you. So right after admission is done and we are in onboarding, we will meet with you. We'll learn how to keep and develop people and make reports, and how you will work on it till the end of your term. Do you have any specific questions, topics to discuss, or something else?